Yes. New G-Shock. Come on.
Welcome to another Casio watch review with me. And it's been a while, actually. It's been too long. It's been 3 months since my last watch review, which is pathetic. And I really do need to buy more watches. And I have bought another watch, a G-Shock. Love a G-Shock. So yeah, here we are, another G-Shock, another MIP display. And I got 3 watches now that are MIP displays: GBD 300, GBD 200, and now this one, a GBX, which is pretty exciting. Like I said, yeah, haven't really done a review in a while, to be honest. I'm just trying to watch the pennies, I guess. Although I did buy a Sega Dreamcast the other day, which is pretty flipping awesome. Absolute classic console. Having a lot of fun with that at the moment. So yeah, let's get down to this. Let's get down to this review. And like I said, this is the GBX-100S-1ER. Lovely jubbly. It's a bit of a bargain actually, because I got it on TikTok area, and normally these watches are like 140 something pounds, I think. £146, or that's the cheapest I could find at the moment. It was £100 on TikTok area, so I just thought that's just too good to be true, and here it is in my possession, ready for a review. Yeah, don't want to talk too much, but I'd just like to say thanks to everyone for subscribing lately. We've gone past 2,000 subscribers, which is pretty awesome. Even at 1,000 I was impressed, but now 2,000. So that's great. Thanks for watching the videos, everyone. Let's get on with it. Sorry for waffling on. Okay, it's fresh out of the box, this one. Fresh out of the box. And also, yeah, the death of the G-Shock tin is real. I haven't had a G-Shock tin in a while, but who really cares? Well, some people might. I don't really. Okay, let's open this little bag of goodies and see what's inside. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Look at this. Nice. Brushed steel on this little rim here. Brilliant. Lovely looking watch. The reason I like the look of this one actually is because of the transparency on the case here. You can see in here, you can sort of see through it, which I just thought was pretty cool. And also, I think, you know, wear and tear wise, the reason I bought this watch is to replace my trusty faithful GBD 800, which I'm thinking of retiring soon. The screen's just not legible. My eyes are getting older, and I need to be able to see the time. So this is why I've kind of gone down the route of these MIP displays lately. But that is a lovely looking watch. You got the transparent sort of edge around here, and the metal bezel here, brushed steel. Very cool looking watch. Very impressed. Feels good. Strap feels different actually from my other MIP display watches, the GBD 200 and the GBD 300. This feels much more rubbery, I would say. I think it's a different material, to be honest. It definitely feels more rubbery and less plasticky. There's much more flex in it. But then I guess it needs to be because it's made for surfing and, you know, more activities, I guess. I'm not a surfer myself, but I can kind of see the pull of this watch. Pretty rugged, and having this metal protection around the front. I guess if you are a surfer, that's kind of a godsend because you are going to hit that on rocks. You are going to hit that on various things in the sea. So having the metal there just makes it that little bit more rugged. It's a fine looking watch. Absolute fine looking watch. 200 meters of water resistance on this. Like I say, brushed steel surround, transparent case. Very nice looking. Case measurement, I think, is 46 millimeters. Thickness is 10, I believe. And yeah, it's quite a bulky watch, I would say. It is quite big. So if you kind of on the smaller wrist size, this might not be the watch for you, but I'm pretty impressed with this. I think it looks great. I think they've done a great job here. And for £100, I'm pretty impressed for £100. I kind of, I was sort of umming and ahhing a little bit whether to buy it because did I need another watch? Did I need another MIP display? But I think for £100, these are normally like almost 150. So fantastic. What a bargain. Cool. Let's try it on. See how comfy it is. What a machine. What an absolute machine this watch is. Look at it. It is lovely. Lovely jubbly. Loving the metal on the front. Brushed steel. Lovely. Just adds a great look to it. More protection. It's a really nice watch. Very comfy watch, this. Very comfy. This might be my most comfy G-Shock yet, I think. It's fantastic. I'm gonna score it a 10 out of 10, I think, for comfort. I just think the strap on this is just unbelievably comfy. It's so rubbery. It's so soft out of the box. And yeah, normally out of the box, they're pretty comfy G-Shocks, but after a little while, they get more comfy because the strap gets a little bit more supple. It gets a little bit more used to your wrist. But this, fresh out of the box, the comfort almost makes it feel weightless because it is a G-Light after all, like a wave for surfers. Right on. But yeah, scoring this high for comfort, definitely. It's quite big though. It is quite big, but I think for my wrist size, I think it's probably pretty good, well suited. 7 and a bit inch wrist. But yeah, if you like this watch, then you probably won't care about your wrist size because it's lovely. Awesome. So yeah, again about this strap, I'm quite surprised by it actually. Let's just bring in the GBD 300 here. GBD 300 strap is, I thought this was a soft strap. I thought this was pretty soft, but actually it's quite hard compared to this. This is really, really rubbery. It's definitely a different material, possibly a blend of maybe rubber and something else, but loving the double pin system as well, just added comfort. Will sort of go on and just be more rugged and just fit to your wrist much nicer. But let's just hold these two together, the 300 and the GBX. Brilliant watch. Very impressed. GBX 100S-1ER. If you can get this for as cheap as I've got it, I highly recommend you to click the purchase button. It's really nice. Very nice watch. Let's just look at some of the features. Very similar to my my GBDs. Very similar. You can change the sort of the interface on the front, the main one. But I think if you press this, yes, there you go. I'm not in Honolulu, USA, by the way. I'm in Somerset, England. Obviously, I haven't set this up yet, but if you see here, you've got the kind of moon phase, the sun, your waves. Brilliant. I think that's tied. This is kind of tied. 42 centimeter, 12 centimeter. Yeah. Very nice. So you've got like a second interface with these. There you go. Sunrise, sundown. That is very cool. And then you've got the time just here. Just that. I love this little moon phase here. Really nice. Love the kind of the shimmering of the sun on the sea there. Surfers must love this watch. Yeah, so you've got the normal interface, your time, your steps, kilometers, blah blah blah, double time, normal time, big interface, and then you've got a second one over here. I can't wait to set this up actually because I often go to the beach, so yeah, it'd be quite handy just to know when the high tide is. But yeah, I love this. Love this. And pretty, it's pretty legible as well. You know, the Honolulu, USA. I mean, I can read it pretty well. So, but then I do like these MIP displays. This is why I keep coming back to them. I still love a classic Casio. I still love a classic G-Shock. screen, but I do like these MIP displays. I do rate them. I just think they're great. Some people will say, you know, they're not very Casio-ish, but Casio's evolving, and that's just part of it. The MIP display is part of the evolution of a classic watch brand. So, yeah. Great watch. Great watch. Love this interface. Beautiful. Okay, what's next? Maybe we'll try the backlight. Because, believe it or not, the backlights on these MIP displays do vary in colour sometimes. Slightly. So, let's have a little look. Well, darkest room in the house again for this backlight test, and possibly the hottest room of the house. It's about 30 degrees in here today. Good old English summer. Can't beat them. Here we go. Ooh. Crystal clear, as always. Button feels good. Button's got grips on it. So your thumb kind of stays on it quite nicely. Really good. Really good backlight. And obviously you can change and adjust the time that it stays on for. So I believe you can have it on 3 or 5 seconds, and you can have it kind of turning on at the flick of a wrist. Cool, cool. And we're back with GBX-100S-1ER. Splendid, splendid watch. Apologies for the sound of a whirring fan in the earlier part of the video. It is summertime in England, and it's pretty muggy, and it's currently about 32 degrees in here, so had the fan on, but I appreciate it was probably quite annoying to hear. Anyway, waffling on. So to just clarify with this thing, I highly rate it. This will probably be my new all-day wearer at work, so it's probably going to take a bit of a hiding. And as I said before, the light button is brilliant because it's kind of grippy. And if you think about it, if you kind of look at the GBD button, it's kind of smooth, kind of hard to get your thumb on it in a way. You either go in the top or you go in the bottom, or you try and go in the middle, and it kind of never. I think that's the only downside of this button on here, is it's kind of not that usable. But as this is made for surfers, and I get why they've done it, you know they're gonna have wet thumbs and probably greasy thumbs, and so you need that grip in there. So that is a lovely addition. It really is easy to kind of press. Your thumb just kind of grabs it as your thumb goes in there, and it just activates the light pretty easily. It's pretty nice. Yeah, great watch. I'm going to have a little play with it. I'm going to try and set up the tide feature and the sunrise, the sundown and all that. I'm going to have a little play with it and hopefully post another video, because obviously I can't do that today. It's fresh out the box. I don't know a lot about it yet, but I'll have a good play with it, and I'll post some videos of how to use this feature. So yeah, thanks again everyone for watching. Sorry it's been so long, and I have actually bought another Casio, so there should be another review coming up pretty soon, and maybe some other videos of other kind of handy tips and stuff. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you all soon. G-Shock.